us move forward.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and welcome to Salty Sweet Games. I am the aforementioned Salty,
And I'm Sweet.
and these various assorted spices are our friends. We're playing Witcher today. Kiana, you talk.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm
It's
gonna drink
me.
coffee. Whoop!
Solid. So we're playing The Witcher. So let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Roll20. We are part of their Spotlight program where they help support us and support the channel. They're our virtual tabletop of choice, allowing all of us from all across the continent to play games together. And especially during this time, virtual tabletops are even more important, so go and check them out. As well, we'd like to give a shout out to our friends over at Alto Saurian. They are super awesome. They are the creators of the system, and also they are helping to sponsor a giveaway of the core rulebook in a PDF form every single week.
That I'm gonna
Um,
start
yep.
right now.
Hell yeah. So give them a big shout out and thank you. What else? We have merch. If you like pretzel, or if you like the complex love polyhedral design, we have a Redbubble where you can go and buy those cute things. As well, thanks to everyone's support from following and subscribing, we have 4 new emotes. They're super cute.
They're so cute.
So we have, alongside our Rage and our Shrug, we also have now Pretzel, as well as Feels. Thank you everyone for supporting us there. As well, we have donations down below. So if you'd like to support this channel and also affect the story, go check those out. They're real cool. If you just click on one of the pictures, you'll be able to just jump right into the donation page. I think that's all we have to cover for this morning.
Nailed it. We nailed it.
Woo.
We should say who we're playing.
Yes, that's probably important.
So we don't have to talk about it later.
True. Yeah.
Awkwardly.
Yeah, that's important.
You go.
Sure. Yeah. I play Lupa. They are the Witcher of the group. They are very tired. They're kind of probably in too deep, and now they just gotta roll with it. Whoops. And who are you playing, Lauren?
I'm playing Maggie the cat, who's a criminal. She's really sad right now because her douchey ginger cousin said mean things to her and didn't let her stab him. This is rude. It's really rude. That's it.
Quick, Katie, save us from the stats.
I'm Katie. I use she, her pronouns. I play Sila the Bard, who is going to do everything in her power to make sure that Maggie can stab her douchey cousin.
Thank you.
And yeah, that's it. She also uses she, her pronouns. She is not with the group right now, so that's going to be fun. That's
You have Rosent, though.
I do have Rosent. I'm not worried about myself at all, honestly. I'm worried about the 3 of you. That's what I'm worried about. So
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, a Witcher, a criminal, and a sorceress walk into a basement. So let's go over to our sorceress. Hi, Lindsay.
Hello. Yes, definitely not in over our heads here. Hi, I'm Lindy, and I'm half awake. Which by the end of the game, I should be completely awake and probably terrified. I don't know. It depends on what happens here. We're in a basement. I got a bunch of magical stuff, which is cool. Learned some things, which is also cool. But people are getting home, and I have a 4 dex / stealth and a 5 speed. So I'm sure getting out of here will be fun. I could just see us waiting like till the dead of night, like 4 a.m. in this basement, waiting for them to go to sleep, and poor Sila's like, are they dead? I don't know, because we're just
Probably.
stuck waiting in the house till like the next day or something. I don't know. Hi.
Hans, you're someone. You're a person. You're our
someone.
You're our token man.
I am a person. I'm the token man, so I use he/him pronouns. That's what I do here on this channel. Additionally, there's really nothing important about me, but I did want to talk Witcher stuff. Did anybody see the awesome cover for the upcoming Witcher journal that Artel Soren dropped?
No.
Yes.
Okay, well, now you can all ignore the rest of my prologue as you go look at that online.
How did you know?
No, I'm fine with it, yeah. So don't worry, you guys all know what happened last time. This is for everybody else's benefit, right? And also so that you can shout loudly at anything that I say with less emphasis than you'd like.
Yes, of course.
So, last time, the crew planned to break into the Mirgilt home where Maggie's cousin Contralt was hiding out. They met a man named Tempest, who was a terrible storyteller, enjoyed a private tea in the Lily White Inn, and scried into the Mirgilt home where they saw Contralt's ritual space. That's Maggie's cousin, I think I already said that. While Sila gave a performance that kept the Mirgilts busy, Thrin distracted them by pretending to be a princess, and then Maggie and Lupa infiltrated the cellar where Contralt had been working. A magical barrier prevented them from entering the space, but Contralt spoke to them and revealed important information. He knew Maggie was in town, he knew Thrin was rumored to be a princess, and he knew that Maggie had failed to tell Thrin he had attended Banard. Contralt escaped and destroyed his major ritual, leaving the components and remains for Thrin to examine. He also left a hatchling cockatrice for Lupa to destroy. All seemed lost, but at the end, Sila received an invitation from the Mirgilts to perform at their home the following night, and Maggie found a map concealed in the Mirgilt basement marking the Mirgilt home, the mayor's house with an X, and another building near the outskirts of town. And now, the Witcher, the criminal, and the sorceress hear a carriage approaching above, because right now they're in that basement. That part was not as clear in my summary. But they all said that, so. Ta-da!
Ta-da! That was really good.
Hey, thanks.
I really appreciate someone who can give us like a good summary,
concise.
A tight summary, because I can't. I just like keep going on and on and on.
I ramble.
I do too.
I feel like number one, you should be able to interject and just like shout stuff. So I leave the like emotional emphasis out of the recap. And my only
to tell.
Yeah, exactly. My only GM pro tip is you write your summary at the end of the session.
So smart.
Well, that's about the only tip I have. Or if you are lucky enough to have a streamed format, you go back and you watch it again.
Can't do that, Hans.
I refuse to do that.
That's why you do it at the end. You have two options. There's two ways you can do it that are really easy. And that's all of my GM tips for the rest of this campaign, probably. So we've got
here, folks.
Yep. We've got 3 people in the basement. You hear that squeak and like that little crunching sound as gravel gets pushed in between cobblestones. As a carriage is stopping up ahead, you hear that clop of horses. I can't forget that.
So
Sila's relaxing, enjoying a beverage somewhere else.
We're in the basement. There's a tapestry hiding us because we're in the ritual space.
Secret ritual room.
2 out of the 3 of you are in the ritual space.
Yes,
and one of us is in the little passageway.
Question about the map, just to be clear. The mark that's on the Mirgold house is not an X, but is it the same mark as the other house?
Correct.
Ooh. Okay. Hey friend, stop me from doing something stupid. Maggie stands up and she is making as if she's gonna go just out the tapestry. Like, she doesn't look like she's sneaking. She looks like, she's drawing a knife. Stop me.
Thrin's gathered all the components and taken all her notes and stuff by now, right?
Yeah. Now remember, you're trying to fit a lab into a bag.
Yeah, she would take just the most important things.
Well, I mean, you might be
Also,
like taking stuff out of jars or stuff. I don't
pockets.
know. Pockets. Does your dress have pockets?
Yes.
Of course it does. A sorceress would be remiss to not have a dress that has pockets.
Yes.
I'm
yes.
also going to
Valuable.
guess that.
And I'm guessing yes, making Lupa take stuff too.
Yeah.
Like this. and
Okay.
This, and this.
Everybody has played The Witcher, or at least you can imagine another RPG
Yes.
where you know you take everything inside of a building and you stick it inside your bag and it somehow fits. So you're doing that.
Yeah.
I was
and
playing last night.
Lupa being like the dutiful like boyfriend thing where you like show, like you're like hold on to this.
Well, that's a fit in your scabbard. That's fine. There you go. There's that. Maggie, where are you going?
Got a few questions.
But we're not asking any questions here. We're not supposed to be here right now. We can ask questions later. Wait, are they home?
Yeah.
'Cause- wait, no. I'll just.
Start
Gently,
opening the tapestry.
I'll put the hand on her shoulder. We can't let them know we're here. That would be very bad right now.
Why?
Because we're here illegally. I don't want to go back to jail, Maggie.
Were you in jail?
I'll tell you about it after we get out of here quietly and unfound out.
You can hear hard-soled boots, maybe like heeled shoes, starting to approach the walk. There's the sound of a key turning in the lock.
I have a plan.
Does that include stabbing them?
It includes threatening to stab him.
No, let's not threaten the stab. They might not even know what he's doing down here.
Right. I want to know whether or not they know.
Well, then tomorrow, in the daytime, we can ask, hello, sir, could you have us speak to so-and-so? We heard he was staying here. And then if they're surprised by that, that means something. You can ask questions
There's a
tomorrow.
click as the door begins to open. You feel that gentle breeze of cold air as the exterior comes inside.
Hide the tapestry.
How many footsteps do we hear?
For a second it stops. And then you hear a couple sets of footsteps, 3 sets of footsteps enter the doorway, and then a 4th.
I think there are easier ways to get that information that isn't here right now.
I think it would be the quickest way.
But not the
Would it
best
have
way.
the- It's gonna have longer term effects than we would want.
There's some talking, but it's far off. I don't know if you really want to be able to hear the words or if you're just going to try to remain concealed. Anybody going to push for that?
No, I'm gonna stay hidden for now.
I'll stay hidden for sure, but I'll be quiet in case maybe if the tone gets louder, we hear it. What they're
Sounds
saying.
good. Sounds good. I'm basically offering you an awareness roll, and if you fumble, you're going to make noise. That's what I'm.
Oh,
doing
nice,
mechanically,
nice.
just so we're
Oh,
clear.
I know
Yeah.
some rolls.
Let's
I'll make
all
that
do
awareness
it.
Same.
roll.
Yeah, let's all do it.
We know we have a 1 in 10 chance of a fumble in this.
Fuck.
Like I said,
I'm a reroll.
What
the fuck?
I used all of my evil curse powers on that.
Clearly.
Reroll that.
That's a reroll. Nice.
18.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Good.
do it too. I don't have any.
Don't. No.
It's
Okay.
fine.
Whew.
I'm very skilled.
So, Kiana, you want to.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
What is Thrin about? Thrin, how do you almost make noise so I can do something?
I think she's got your hands on your shoulders,
Uh-huh.
and I think she because we've kicked up a bunch of dust picking up stuff.
Yeah.
She looks like she's about to sneeze.
Oh, And I put my finger under her nose and catch it. We're very close together.
So romantic.
Yep. Yep. Dust.
So up the stairs, you hear the voice of Ahmad Mirgult speaking to her son, and pardon me, apparently some sort of valet, and she says, make sure that he gets cleaned up and off to bed right away. It's quite late. Quite late. Yes, of course, my lady. And they head off, and you can hear tip-tapping steps going up the stairs, up to the second floor.
How many steps? How many footsteps do we hear?
2 sets of footsteps, and then
Okay.
a little while later, you hear a 3rd set of footsteps now begin to go up. And now you start to hear that 4th set of footsteps on the stone stairs down to you.
What? No.
Yes, going
No.
slowly and not very quietly.
Lupa,
Do they
Lupa's
sound
gonna-
like ladies' footsteps, like the heeled shoes that Miss Smeargold was wearing, or do they sound like other footsteps?
Like douche
Um,
footsteps.
I have to say, canonically, that probably everyone who is of this like social status where they'd hang out in this house probably has heeled shoes.
Okay, I wasn't sure if the servants would or not, so it's
I
fine.
gotta say, this is probably a fancy enough servant to have heeled shoes.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Cool.
Lupa's gonna if Lupa sees like Maggie like knife,
Yep.
Lupa's just gonna like gesture this chloroform.
I'm
not gonna say it, but they're like,
I
Yeah.
switched to my soaked rag.
like if Lupa can't stop this, they're gonna at least change the lethality of the situation.
So rude. So rude.
So,
Okay.
you hear the steps continue down the stairs, continue down.
I think we
The-
get to like each side of the doorway,
Oh, totally.
like just in case. Yep, on the
You
other
just
side
have
of the
this stone
tapestry.
archway, right? And then there's a
Uh-huh.
tapestry in front of it. So they get down right in front of the tapestry, and there's a set of fingers, and they're like a little bit white, like a little bit pale, and they have a little bit of a naughty knuckle to them. So they're like,
Do I
back.
recognize these fingers from the pub earlier?
That's a really good question. I would have to go back and rewatch the video more closely to tell you that for sure. I'm gonna
Okay.
say maybe. And
Okay.
also, if you want to roll on it, feel free.
Yeah, I want to see if they're the lady of the houses or somebody else.
Okay.
What would that be? An awareness?
Yeah, I think this is probably awareness.
16.
Are you 16? Okay, so probably not a lady's nails, and also
Okay.
these ones look like quite a bit older, and they're clean. They're also very, very short.
Okay.
So
Yep.
they start to reach back. They're
Uh-huh.
also the hand, maybe a little bit older, maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah, and I'm just ready to help Lupa
Yeah.
with the grabbing if need be.
So,
Maggie can throw her.
I think I'm on the side
You
where
know
they're
what? No,
pulling
I've
from.
got like a piece of fabric.
Yeah.
I've got like like to like put over the eyes. like so.
I'm going to with my
They don't
'cause
see us.
I have my brass knuckles, right? So I always do. They're hot. And they're maybe pointy. I'm gonna rope punch this person, and then when they're quiet, I'm gonna grab them and pull them in with the rag.
And I'm covering the eyes, the face, so that way you can't see them.
I feel like the only thing we need to do here is make some sort of... I mean, this doesn't even need to be an initiative roll. You guys are going to punch somebody in the face when they don't know what's happening. I think you're going to make
in
a
the
stealth roll.
throat, Hans.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
going to make a stealth roll, right? And I'm
Okay.
going to make a basic type awareness roll, and we're going to see how well that goes.
Okay.
Go for it.
Yep, I deserve that. I deserve that.
Okay, so let's see where it ends up landing.
Yep, I deserve
Real
that.
bad.
This is why I should always stab. Always stab.
Oh, it's so close, too. It's so very close.
Oh no.
So the tapestry gets pulled up.
Let's see if I
tutor
cover. Let's see if
for
I
the
cover
Mirgult
this
house.
face.
Yeah, this man's name is Alatal. He's the tutor. He looks in the room and says, Contralt, as you're beginning to pull the thing back, the knuckles go flying towards his face. We're going to see how Lindy does.
Okay. So do you want me to roll for covering his face before he sees us?
I'm open to suggestions right now. I'm feeling like
Okay.
it's probably some sort of sleight of hand skill. Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was sleight of hand or just like blatant physique to
This
just
is
pummel,
probably
like-
good. You know what? This is
Is
probably
physique better
good.
for you? You want to do that?
Physique is better for me, yeah.
Let's do physique. Let's do physique.
Sure.
You're just gonna
I feel
try to
like
like
the
basically.
body skills don't get rolled very often.
That's
so-
cool.
True.
I'm good with
true.
that.
Oh my
what a good
gosh.
decision.
Nice.
Oh man.
Oh, good job.
Okay.
25.
Nice.
So this man pulls back the tapestry, which he can feel moving. So he says, "Contralt, a piece of cloth. Is this a scarf or what is this going over his face?"
I imagine it's like a rag she found on one of the alchemy tables.
Awesome. Dirty bar rag goes over his eyes.
Yep.
And when that happens, he gets punched in the throat by Maggie, and he immediately begins like coughing and choking and falling back into Thrin's arms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lupa's gonna come in and drag him into the room as
There's
Yeah.
absolutely no
a
reason anything
gesture.
needs to get rolled at this point.
Well,
This is
as they,
like
as
a
they,
60-year-old
as they
man.
gesture for everybody else, for the other two to get the fuck out.
Thrin's just like mouthing chloroform over and over
Yeah.
again.
Well, we can't talk to him if he's chloroformed.
No,
When?
no.
When, Lupa? Whenever it's convenient for you?
I am covering this man's ears. Just trying their best to just.
Yep.
Um. Yeah, no, I'm not chloroforming. I'm gonna walk down toward Lupa.
Oh god.
I'll stand in the other room and try to keep my ears out for anybody else.
Okay, is he like on the ground right now?
He's on the
Lupa
ground.
has him in a hold.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
He is
and
not
there's
struggling.
a rag around his face.
Yeah, it's just like, and also probably like holding the cloth over. So
Yeah.
it's still just like
Yeah.
it's a very weird hug.
So much.
That's a quote right there. It's a very weird hug.
weirder.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So are his ears free or are you covering?
Hovering because as soon as he started like trying to say names, I think Lupa
Yeah.
was like, nope, nope, nope.
Okay, I'm gonna poke your hand to move it. Shoot. Okay.
Little shift.
Hi. Hi there. Hi.
I don't have anything. I don't have anything of value.
We're not robbing you, dummy. If we were robbing you, you'd be dead already. So,
No, please. I don't need to. I didn't do anything. There's nothing. You just let me go.
how do you know Contralt?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm gonna punch him in the stomach.
He is punched in the stomach. Yes. Ouch. You hear a sad, like, puff of air leave his mind, like a, and he's been punched in the stomach, yes.
Right, I'm gonna say it again. Contralt Val.
He was staying here in the house. I don't know anything about him. or what he does.
In this room.
Yes.
In this secret circular magic room.
I don't know anything about magic myself.
Does that sound like bullshit? Does everything this guy says sound like bullshit?
There is a human perception skill, which I
Mhm.
feel like you could use and give yourself a +2 since you're beating him up at the time.
Okay. Say that one more time.
So do a human perception and give
Okay.
yourself a +2 for beating people up.
Cool. Love that.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Learning things. Learning things. There it is. Okay. Boom.
Okay.
13.
He does not seem very good at this idea of lying right now, but he also is trying really hard to not give everything away.
Okay. I'm gonna kick him in the balls.
He does not like that. That hurts. Yep. Okay. He coughs and sputters for a couple minutes.
Right, okay. So, are you sure you don't know anything about what Connie has been doing down here?
I don't know anything about magic. I know he was doing things down here, but I don't know how.
Right, right. I'm not even having fun torturing anyone. This is... It's not torture, it's interrogation.
Looper's kind of gonna gesture with their head as if to ask if Maggie was done.
I don't fucking know. Cover his ears.
Looper will do as told.
Yep.
How long can you knock someone out for?
Physically or chloroforming?
Either or.
Probably knock him out for chloroform. Solid 30 minutes. The physical way, depends.
Depends on...
How and how hard, and how much we want to risk accidentally killing him.
I mean, I don't care.
Just chloroform him.
Fine, I will chloroform him.
Okay. That happens. He's chloroformed.
Yeah. And as soon as that happens, Lupin's going to lay him down. Is going to look for an empty bottle. And put it in his hand and make it look like, and actually going to position him so that it looks like he had something to do with the acid spill and stuff like that.
Oh.
Okay. Where is our stage of murder scene?
I don't know what that would be.
I mean, I guess we're gonna go with deceit.
Okay.
Any better suggestions here? It is an empathy skill, so maybe
No,
that's not
I mean,
nice.
but I can do it if Lupa tells me their idea.
Yeah.
I would say, okay, if you want to make a deduction roll, you can make a deduction roll. You get a -2.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
-2.
You know what it's supposed to look like.
It's a
So,
14.
All right. You know, you haven't staged that many crime scenes before, but like you got the general hang of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to look the worst, like, absolutely, like, impeccable. It's supposed to, initial response is, oh god, something happened here that wasn't an outside force.
It wouldn't fool any of you, but it would fool the average layperson catching a drunken servant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that
And he didn't see what the room looked like, so who knows? You know, because he doesn't know if the acid was there or not originally.
That's a good point.
So
And chloroform messes with your short-term memory.
does mess with your short-term
so
memory.
yeah. So Lupa's also like taking the cloth off and like and tossing it onto a counter, like they setting it up like this.
Okay.
Yeah. They just want to buy more time
Mhm.
before somebody is like, suspicious.
We've got to go.
Yeah.
So do you do that?
I'd like to try.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
Okay. Now, as much fun as it is to roll for everything, I think at this point, as you all stalk out the front door, we're going to assume that goes okay.
Everyone is upstairs, thankfully.
Yeah. Let's make, on the way out, let's have Maggie make one practiced paranoia roll. That's your big criminal skill.
Oh, right.
To just clean everything up real nice.
23.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. That's amazing. On the way out, you're like closing the door and like making sure everything looks just right. It's brilliant. You've got it all covered. Back
Very
at the
focused on my
Lily White
work.
Inn, yeah. We're gonna switch back to the inn and see what Sila's been doing.
I think once she saw the Marigalt's leave, she like looked at Rosa and was like, we should probably, do you mind, let's take a walk.
I'm sorry, what?
We should probably take a walk.
Yeah, we could take a walk, sure.
She wants to follow the carriage. She wants to head out toward their house because she knows that her friends are in their house.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's what she wants to do, is like not specific, because one, she knows the carriage is faster than them anyway, so she just wants to take a little leisurely walk, and sort of like a house away, maybe just sort of wait and keep her eyes on the house and wait for her friends to come out.
How much of this idea are you sharing with Rosant?
We didn't tell Rosant that you guys were breaking and
No.
entering. No.
We didn't tell the town guard that we love that we're doing bad things.
None of it.
Okay.
Just go like a slow pace.
yeah. Just telling him that I think
Stop
afterwards, that
roses.
mostly after shows, I just need a little fresh air, and just need to stretch my legs. It's how I sort of let the adrenaline come out after my performances.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. Yeah. So you're walking and everything's going well. The downside of this plan is that the house that's next door to the Marigold house is the mayor's house, and it is on this walk as you go around the corner. So as you walk up to the mayor's house, Rosant sees one of his fellow guards, and they go, "Hey, Rosant," and he goes, "Oh, hey, I'm just
Go. Of course, yes.
okay."
I'll
And he goes
I'm
over
just going to make a little loop. You have and take all the time you need.
Oh, okay. And he spends a couple minutes shooting the breeze.
Yeah, she's going to take that chance to get even closer to the Marigold's house while Rosen is distracted, and she's like going to specifically be like watching now that she doesn't have Rosen to keep an eye, to be there keeping an eye on her.
Okay. And things like some time passes, and then the door opens very stealthily. Who's tiptoeing out first? Okay. Maggie exiting the door. Who's
I
in the
imagine
middle?
Thrin's probably in the middle, so if she
Mm.
fucks up, there's someone in front of her and behind her to try to cover.
That sounds just right.
Catch her sneeze.
And then Lupa exits, and the door gets pulled closed.
Sila's just watching this with big eyes.
And as soon as they're clear, Maggie starts stalking instead of tiptoeing.
what a coincidence seeing the three of you out.
Oh, it's a lovely evening for a walk, isn't it?
It is. Missed you at the performance, Lupa and Maggie.
You know, they have very important witcher responsibilities with the wolves in town.
Yes.
Okay, what time is it?
Yeah.
Like 11 o'clock, something like
Okay.
that.
Close. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Speaking of, I got invited to the Marigold household tomorrow for a private performance. And she looks toward Maggie.
Of course you did. Well,
Don't take Maggie with you.
Well, I
Publicly.
was wondering if Maggie wanted to go. I did tell them that I had
no,
friends
there's no
who-
point. There's no point, Sila.
Why is there no point now?
Oh, you know, 'cause we suck. And, you know, I think I might just go for a walk.
She may have interrogated the butler.
Butler's still alive.
Yeah, the butler's still alive.
We couldn't kill an innocent butler.
Butlers are not innocent by nature.
Are you going to be all right, Maggie?
Yeah. I'm just Thrin, you wanna go on a walk?
We can go on a bit of a walk.
Great.
Help you calm your nerves.
Yes, that's what I want to do. Come on. And I'm going to take Thrin by the arm and definitely not start walking in a very particular direction.
What particular direction are you walking in?
Hey Hans, you know where that other mark was of that house?
I am familiar with where that other mark was, yes.
That's where we're going.
Okay.
Sila just walks over to Lupa and says, "What the hell happened in there?"
You know what? I need to go on patrol. Wanna come with me?
Yes, of course. Do you want Rosant again? He's shooting the shit with the other guards.
Depends on how deep we want to put him in.
I don't think we should put him in this.
Right, tell him to, meet us up at the, and they'll pick out, like, an intersection where they know the pathway of, like, the wolf coming, because they haven't said anything about that stopping yet, so
Mm-hmm.
they're just, like, just tell Rosa to meet us there. And we will.
Okay.
I think Sila will deliver that message to Rosa, and then she'll run off after Lupa and go do patrol with Lupa.
Okay, and Rosen says, okay, I'll be there in just a minute.
Take
No
your time.
rush.
So with that, everybody's kind of going in different directions. So the town previously, I've said it's going to be like a spirally type thing. I just want to do a spiral. So with that is, Maggie, are you going to go down the normal main road so you pass by the Lily White, or are you going back the other way like you did at least once?
I mean, is the Lily White the one where we're staying? No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to pass by there because it would be very natural to just go inside and go to sleep. No, we're going the other way.
Okay. So you're going up past the Marigold house, going back the back way,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll take you just a little while longer, but you'll
Yeah.
get there the same.
Cool.
Okay. And Thrin is with you.
Uh-huh.
And then we have Sila, Lupa, and Rosant going in the opposite direction, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you moved on like that. It's perfect. Okay. So for Maggie's part, you're headed off in that direction. That's a good map reading skill. Survival.
Do.
Streetwise?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah, it
Makes
is a
total sense. We are talking about a city. That's a great call.
True. 20.
Very, very easy for you to plot this out. I mean, you have a map, so
Yeah.
you're looking at it, and basically you're walking off. You go down the back roads. You remember a barn, kind of out in the middle of the
Mhm.
horror district of the city, and that barn has a farmhouse in the distance, and it's Spot on. Gotta be the same building.
Look, that building is it's a building.
barn.
Yeah. Yeah. See that farmhouse?
Yes.
Okay. We're going inside it.
The farmhouse.
Yes.
Why are we going inside the farmhouse?
Because I think the other night I dropped something in there.
All right.
Okay.
And you don't want to wait till morning?
No, it's very important.
But all right. And Thryn will summon her staff just in case, because we are getting near the outskirts and it is getting close to wolf time. Wolf o'clock.
Wolf o'clock.
So she'll just materialize her staff. I guess I should just make sure I don't fumble that. Yeah, it's fine.
Nice.
Looking good, looking good. Okay, so we've got that going on, and on the other side of town, let's real quick cut over to Lupa and Sila and Rosend. Rosend comes jogging up the path. He's still dressed kind of like he's got the underlayer of his fancy clothes, but it looks like he borrowed somebody's like gambeson and threw his breastplate over that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a spear now.
Yeah, okay. I plot out a path for to do some patrol.
Okay. Are we expecting there's going to be like another big wolf? I mean, it makes sense, right? It happens every night.
We might as well keep an eye out.
Okay.
So, they're just gonna put Rosend not on a wild goose chase, but like on a detour, so that Lupa and Sila have a moment to talk. So it's like it makes sense with we're going on patrol, but they want to have like 5 or 10 minutes to just be like.
Okay. So yeah,
By
he
themselves.
goes down like a little branching path that leads off to a farmhouse.
Yeah.
And then he'll loop around and meet you on the other side.
Yeah.
So, okay. So that happens, and while that's going on, Sila and Lupa.
So, things went not like we thought they would.
What did you find down there?
Well, we found what we expected in terms of the ritual room, but the cousin was there, and she seemed to expect everything. He knew a lot of details he shouldn't have, and we were coming, planning all this. So, kind of flaunted. And then left some nice gifts for us before nobody out.
What a bastard.
Can see why Maggie wants to stab him. But, yeah, he, said that he was doing some form of experiment. This was all an experiment.
Did you find any evidence to what the experiment is?
I think Thryn, took a look. She probably got some notes, some information. So, not a total loss. She also picked up some supplies, and I managed to turn one of his gifts into something a little more useful.
Well, always a silver lining, I say.
He,
I know that you have a certain moral code you stick to, Lupa, but trust me when I say that he deserves what's coming for him.
I am getting a bit of the feeling about that, but not gonna pry unless Maggie wants to tell.
You know how you say you only kill monsters. He is a monster.
Well, he managed to get away. Teleported out, which is strong magic. Wasn't under the impression he was a mage.
I didn't know. I don't know if Maggie even knew he was into that sort of magic, if he was even into magic.
Well, if you're doing all this, then he clearly is.
We have to take care of him.
We'll have to go find him first.
That's for sure. I wonder if the mayor even knows about him. If he was that protective of the Miragults. Or if he was that protective of Controlled.
There's something to investigate. The butler Maggie was talking about came downstairs when the miracle got home. Specifically called out Controll's name. Didn't know anything other than that he was here. Clearly a known, probably welcomed guest. Knew nothing about the magic other than that it was happening.
Hans, didn't they, am I making this up in my head? Didn't I hear that the Miragult's young boy was like sickly or something?
I think you may be making that up.
Okay, I'm making that up in my
Does
head.
anybody else remember me putting that one out there? I don't think that's a thing.
I
think he was just like a recluse. Like
Yeah.
a really.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Well, you have heard the mother's very protective, and
Yeah,
the
very
fact that the
protective.
boy is 10, so that's definitely a thing.
Okay. But the father did die.
Father is
Yep.
dead, yes,
Okay.
and that was a hunting accident, of course.
Yeah.
I wonder if he has any ties to the father's death. It happened years ago though, right?
From the sounds of it, yeah. Either way, that's what happened. Maggie's been more sulky than usual.
Do you
Fun to
blame her?
It's only a problem when it starts affecting the rest of us.
This is it's a personal thing for her.
I get that. Just, there's always so many times we can stop her from running off.
We'll never be able to stop her from running off. We should just accept that.
If I was to guess, she's, probably on her way to go look at something now.
Well, at least Thren's with her. Safety in numbers.
Lupa's expression changes slightly, and they kind of like press X for doubt. But very slightly, like, So, don't know what's next exactly, but,
And if need be, I do have a way into the Marigold house tomorrow. If we need one more day.
we've got a bunch of, loose threads to chase if we want to solve this, but,
What else is new?
first let's figure out the wolf one.
Yes.
If the wolf doesn't show up, then, I think we have a pretty solid case for, connection.
Yeah, I think Sila just nods.
Okay. So while we have all of that going on the Lupus Silas side of the road, let's go ahead and make an awareness roll over there to determine like how that next period of hunting is going to go. And then we're going to talk about a roll that Maggie needs to make back at the farmhouse as you approach the barn. So you're not even on the premises yet, but you're going to need to make a practiced paranoia roll. Let's just
Cool.
let's figure out Lupa and Sila first.
That was a 10 from me.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Roll20's thinking about it. There we go. Okay.
Thought good.
So-
It was like, yeah.
We'll get back to that scene in a second, but we have like an idea of how
Mhm.
the listening part of it all goes.
Oh, yes.
Oh my.
Yes. Yes, at last. At last. My moment. My moment is here.
That's so much. And this is really your moment because
Thank God.
you're
31.
getting close to the farmhouse properties. We're going to do like a zoom out, like, you know, where you hit the map and you get all the little red dots that are appearing on it
Yeah.
for all the moving bad guys.
Yes.
So Maggie goes into her mini map and she sees there are at least 3 people in the area that are forming a perimeter. There's a person who's standing outside of the barn. They're standing and like leaning up against the side of it in a way where they think that they're in the shadow of the barn, so they should be hidden. There's a person who's walking along the farm fence. They're quite far from you, but again, they're covering now 2 sides of this square like this. And in the big tree that's between the barn and the farmhouse, there is somebody laying against a branch holding a crossbow.
Oh, I can't remember his name. Geddy?
Gedry, yes. very good.
Gedry. Is one of the people out here Cinna?
You don't see anybody who seems to match like her height
Yeah.
and build. So you probably got Gedry and 2 unnamed thugs hiding
Yeah.
out here in the perimeter. But this is definitely being actively patrolled
Okay.
or watched at least.
I'm going to, I think, put my hand kind of in, I'm going to do mom hand in front of
The
Thrin.
seat
Yeah,
belt,
yeah.
the arm seat belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got 2, like, goons and a lovely man with a crossbow.
Is this contracts people?
They're sinners, but she was the one delivering things. Very
Oh,
nice woman.
The criminal people. That's right. That was buying all the salt.
Yeah.
The material components. Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if, Right, so I guess I did leave something here. I mean, I do need that back. But, also, I wanted to, maybe have a chat with Cinna, but it's going to be a little hard if they're particularly looking to shoot me. Not sure yet.
All right.
Could you, Thrin,
Yes,
beautiful
yes.
Thrin, could you make like a distraction?
What type of distraction are you wanting?
Like something that'll make them all like look that way or run that way.
Sure. Like loud noise kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can do something like that. All right. Which direction do you want it to come from? Over there? How far away?
Yeah, like, a good bit where, like, they won't be able to see us scamper.
All right.
So
Well,
real quick, before we do
yes.
that, let's make one set of awareness rolls.
Okay.
Today is just
Okay.
all awareness rolls, clearly.
Awareness. 18.
Awesome.
Okay. Let me get back over. I was looking at my spells. So awareness. 13.
Okay. Maggie, in the distance, in the direction of the farmhouse, you hear loud, angry barking. Kind of like I featured on our channel just a second ago, but more so.
In the direction of the farmhouse?
From the farmhouse, you hear loud, angry barking, snarling.
Fuck. Okay, they got dogs too.
Oh,
No, not
Oh.
that. No, bad dogs.
you don't know if they're bad dogs.
I do.
Have you met the dogs?
Thrin, you're able to hear it at this point too. It is continuing, and it sounds very like cornered animal, frightened, angry.
See,
type
the dog
barking.
is poor, scared puppy. Does it sound like a wolf?
Does it sound like a wolf being transformed?
I mean, of course it sounds like a wolf. Yes, it does sound like a wolf.
Because I was there with the transformation just the other night. Does it sound a lot like that?
It does not sound like that, but it does sound
Okay.
like a wolf.
Okay, I think it might be a wolf. I don't think it's transforming yet, but it definitely is a wolf.
Alright, distraction.
All right. And she will. I'm seeing if I can hex them. I'm just looking at how to cast a hex. Because I didn't think I was gonna have to cast hexes at this point.
Listen,
So
listen.
Let's hear about these hexes.
let me look at this. What is required to cast a hex? Because I know it's a little different than just a regular magic spell. So page 120. Okay, come here. Page number. That I'm just gonna throw a rock at a tree. Because that's how these work. Okay.
I'm on 169 in the
Nice.
PDF to look at where hexes get cast. I know I was going to do it, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Know, so
Too slow.
Okay.
I didn't really expect to beat you on that one. So okay. So the only
They're
thing
more
is if you
dangerous
fumble,
to cast.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you fumble, 50% chance you hit yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Hexes are fun.
There's
Well,
only a 1 in 10 chance if she fumbles. So
I
it's
would-
Okay.
God,
Yeah.
that sounds so low, though.
I agree. I really do.
All right. So I can make them very paranoid and hear. They make them hear whispers in the shadows and silhouettes around the corners and stuff like
oh,
that.
yeah. Just
Or I
in
could
that way.
throw a rock at a tree and have it be very loud and maybe break the tree.
Like, you can just do that, or is that magic?
I can cast a spell to throw a
Oh.
rock.
I thought
And
you were saying you could just throw a rock at a tree and break it.
no, with this with magic.
I mean, I like
Loud tree crack or paranoia on one individual.
Well, the one we want to really deal with is him, the guy with the crossbow.
All right. I will attempt to hex him with the Hex of Shadows then. Just to make him be distracted by other things he's seeing,
exactly.
rather than us. All right. So we can't make that hex roll. We have a hex. Don't. Oh, I'm gonna
my
re-roll.
God.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I'm out of re-rolls now. I don't want to be paranoid hexed, so
No.
let's see.
Oh,
That's
thank
better.
God.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. That
Okay.
was getting a little dramatic there. That was going to be great.
Yeah.
No,
Alright,
no
more
drama.
stamina.
Only good things.
Are you sure? Have we been playing this game right? Okay. All right. So we've got that. And
Yes,
Gedry,
nice.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to have Gedry roll to see if he falls out of a tree.
Please, God.
Let's see.
There's a shadow right
Sounds-
behind
It's
I love that
Elizondo.
every time Lindy needs to roll something important, that's when she fumbles.
That's when
It's
I
like
fumble.
guaranteed to
Every
fumble.
time.
Me and stealth,
It's
too.
only today. Every other time she's rolled like a 30 on everything.
Fall.
Bodes well for the rest of my day. It's fine.
Okay, he doesn't fall out of the tree. But
No,
you see him
screw him.
flail madly and then like grab behind him at the branch.
Yeah. Right.
Something's going
Does he
on
drop
there.
his crossbow though? Just with all this
He rolled
flailing.
a 14. It's probably okay.
Does he drop
It's
his
not great.
spare bolts? Did they slide
Sure,
out?
why not?
Yay!
There's some bolts like falling out of a what do you call them, a quiver or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start moving toward the farmhouse since he's distracted. Not really worried about the other ones. I will just stab them.
The best part is that that's on him until he removes it by some absurd ritual.
That's so
it is an absurd
good.
ritual. It's great. Plus, he has to figure out how to do it. So then he's gonna have to
Yeah,
ask.
and he has to
somebody
figure
who
out
knows
what
magic.
he has hexed on him. Yeah, he's
Ah.
that bodes well for this criminal organization in town.
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and make a stealth roll?
I'll try.
I'm definitely letting Maggie stealth in the front, giving her a good distance, because I'm not nearly as good as stealth. So, and I got a rerolls. So,
24.
Ooh, 24.
12.
It's half of
good for me.
24.
That's real. That's
Yeah.
I rolled an 8.
That's really good. Okay, so what's the game plan? Are you beelining towards the farmhouse? Is that the goal?
Yeah, I want to get as close as I can to, like, observe it. Because Maggie's thought is that Connie...
In their side
yeah,
that they're not looking at. Yeah.
Exactly. Maggie's thought is that Connie came here.
Okay. And with this, let's say we're just going to have everything be great and everything's super awesome. You're having
I
a great
love
time.
when that
You all get
happens.
close to the farmhouse. As you get past the tree, past the barn, and you're getting up to where there's like, planted rows, Lindy style, out front of the farmhouse. And as you're like crouched behind some tall potato plants at that point,
Yes.
you can hear there's again that very angry snarling barking has not gone away, and then suddenly you get a sharp cry of pain, and then it stops. I know, and I feel like I'm really playing with our lines and veils here, so
It's a wolf.
yeah, well,
It's probably
You
cute,
see
though.
Thrin's face just like,
Okay, are we moving? Yeah, okay. Are we moving toward that sound?
well, yes, that's all going. That's directly in front of
Okay.
you in the farmhouse. So
Yeah.
right now you're just crouched outside by the potatoes.
Yeah. The potatoes.
crouched amidst the potato plants.
This is the most romantic thing. Can we see inside the farmhouse at all?
Yeah, you don't have like the best lines of sight, but there are a couple of like dirty windows you can see in that direction of. Yeah,
Are there any lights inside?
it looks very, very faintly lit,
Okay.
like candlelight.
Like, can't, yeah. Okay.
So,
You should probably look inside.
right. Yeah. Okay. Can I do the thing
Should
where
I stay in the potatoes? Because I'm not terribly quiet.
Sure. Let's, yeah. I'm gonna try to get close and maybe open a window if nobody's like right there.
Okay.
Remember how Lupa de-escalated the situation earlier? That was cool. Gonna open the window if nobody's in it.
Yeah, you don't hear anything going on. Everything's quite silent in there now. How's your elder speech? Do
You
do
know
that?
how it is, Hans.
I am not looking at your character sheet. I am
It is
looking at
not
yours.
good.
Okay, just so we're clear. All right, so there is an elder speech going on somewhere in the distance.
Does it sound like a familiar voice?
Does it sound like a familiar voice? Yes, it has to be a familiar voice.
Great. Whose?
Oh, it's Contral's voice. Yes.
Motherfucker, I was right! Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. 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 Sorry. Sorry.
It's so justified. I don't think anybody's expecting you to apologize for that. That's what they came here to see.
I'm hot. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Thanks, babe. I turn over my shoulder to Thrin, and I'm like,
Sneak up.
yeah, now we're very close together. Our noses.
And
are
my
touching.
elder speech is excellent.
Yeah, her elder
Fantastic.
speech is
'Cause-
excellent.
Because in Skellige, where she's from, that they primarily speak elder speech rather than
So
Nordling, which is what
Yeah.
we use here.
it's great. So let's count down some of the important facts. Number 1, this is definitely not somebody speaking with a Skellige accent.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Number 2, though, I'm going to say, like, how good is your elder speech? It is your
I
native
have an,
language.
I have an
but
8 in there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because
Okay.
it's my native language.
That's good.
So with int, it is 16 base.
You're a magic training person. You have interacted with people from Banard before. He has that way of
I've
rolling
probably spent
vowels.
more time
that
at
sounds
Banard
like-
than Aretusa, honestly.
Yeah. So he has the Banard accent.
Oh, it's a Banard mage.
Yeah, it's Connie.
I thought you said he didn't.
I forgot to tell you.
Oh,
Number 3, whatever he is casting at this point, which seems ritual in nature by the low intonation, like the monotone drone.
And he's still
is-
casting?
Yeah, he's probably about to finish this.
Okay. Spell.
Okay, let's do that.
I
Yeah,
wanna.
how close
Let's
does he
look.
sound?
Do you have to see it, etc.?
Hey, remember when the situation was
let me click-
de-escalated?
Let's see.
Range
You,
is 10 meters.
ooh, yeah. Is he within 10 meters?
Is he within 10 meters? It's a house. I'm gonna say it's probably like you're probably at the very far end of range.
Okay.
This is where we all go through the book in exhausting detail for 10 minutes to try to find out if you have to see magic to cast against it.
Oh, we're gonna be up close and personal very soon.
Yeah, when we did the other ritual, we didn't see the ritual happening to cast against it because clearly that didn't work because it wasn't happening anywhere near you.
Mhm.
So why am I trying to make this harder than it has to be?
I
Let's
don't
roll
know,
this to spell.
Hans.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Get with the
But that's-
program.
Right.
I mean, that's as good as it gets right there. So, okay,
All right.
you're gonna roll against his roll.
Yes. I don't know if he. What scares me is I don't know if he cast standing portal or teleport earlier, so this will be fun.
Where did that
18.
save you?
Not my best skill. Not my best roll. I rolled a 3. That's fine. It's fine.
Okay, I gotta warn you, this is probably not gonna go well.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Hans, wait.
Yes. Hello. how
Damn
are you?
it.
Okay, I didn't wait, but I could have waited if I'd been paying attention to you. So what were you going to say?
I was just gonna say I wanna have a nothing. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Are you sure?
It's fine.
Okay. Thrin, you try a very fast spell, and this is like the energy is mounting, the chaos
Yeah.
is all
It's
congealing
too
in
last
this area.
minute. I needed to be here earlier. I needed more time to concentrate.
Maybe at least
Yeah.
you weren't as prepared as you could have been for this
Mhm.
one moment of interaction, and this person is very focused on what they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm at least paying attention to what he's chanting in Elder Speech. So.
Yeah, and it stops.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm. He finished. I listened for the wolf noise.
Maggie, you hear another familiar voice, that of Cinna,
Damn it.
says, "All right, spread out, get out there." And you hear 5 or 6 sets of footsteps start moving out towards the doors of the house.
Okay, we're gonna go in the window. Ah.
Okay, cool.
We're gonna go in the window of
Yeah.
the house.
Yep.
to it.
They're going outside.
That's true.
Yep. So
Yep.
all that is going on
Wish I knew standing portal right now.
here in the window.
Yeah, yeah. I help
What are
Thrin
you gonna-
through quietly.
So the area that you're in, it's like a pass through between like the kitchen prep area and the main room of the house. Whatever's going on is happening in like the other wing of the house, the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
So there are people moving towards the doors, which are to your left and to your right, but
Okay.
those are in the next room.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
you can crouch behind a staircase here if you want to.
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, we'll sit in the Harry Potter closet.
Okay. So all that's going on.
And we're going to Thrin. So if he has a barrier like last time, it's gonna need to come down pretty quick.
I'll do my best.
I know you will. You're very skilled and very beautiful. And I kiss her on the cheek. For that was for luck.
Okay. All right.
Okay, let's go. And we're gonna sneak.
Let's not die.
I make no guarantees.
Okay.
This is such a bad idea. Okay, I'm calm.
Are you ready
Like, why
to
don't
make a
we
stealth
just
roll?
wait for them to walk?
I think I'm
You
ready.
could do that. You can wait longer if you want.
I think I'm ready to make a stealth roll. I'm scared. If this, I'm gonna lose my shit. Okay.
You're doing great, Lauren. You're amazing. Maggie's trained in this.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop steepling my fingers.
21. 21.
Okay. Is Thrin following?
Thrin waits a minute again
Yeah,
to give
I'm
Maggie
probably
pause because
scouting
she's
ahead.
not
Well, then let me talk
quiet.
about
She
what's
might
in the
even
room when you
wait
go
for
through.
Maggie to give her a sign. I think Thrin's
Yeah.
gonna wait for Maggie to give her a sign.
Cool. That sounds really good. Let me do a thing. Okay, cool.
Ha!
So-
Ha! Ha! Suck it.
It's totally valid. I agree 100%. You go on this one. So you
Yes.
pass through. You're in the next room.
Yeah.
Cinna
Glad I
is
didn't.
standing by the far door that goes into the room where the door is closed, with her back towards you. You've just seen a couple sets of thugs file out of either door. They're armed with like heavy bushwhacking type machetes, and one of them had an axe. Yeah, like I don't know, they've got like a falchion type
No,
sword.
that's
You know, they've got,
awesome.
like, big
This
choppy
is-
blades. It's
I'm
great.
laughing at myself for doing this.
No, it's great. Everything's great.
Yeah.
And she's got her back turned towards you.
Uh-huh.
She has a knife at her side, but she's
Uh-huh.
otherwise not really armed as far as you can tell.
Yeah.
And she's closing the door to the room behind her or in front of her. You get the idea. The other room.
Uh-huh.
She pivots on her heel, and as she starts to turn to go out this door, you're right there. You're in her blind spot. You can just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her go.
And she does. She walks out of the door and never notices you were there.
Gonna signal Thrin to come up a little.
Thrin will attempt to quietly come up.
These are the best video games when you have those sequences where you have to do like the escort quest.
I feel like the escort.
You have to
Like,
like run back
escortee.
and like come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the second the little exclamation point goes up outside and everybody runs in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Okay.
As
Can
long
we
as we're all enjoying these analogies.
Can we still hear him?
No, there's nothing coming sound wise from the distant room right now. You can hear like some gentle footsteps, but nobody's talking back there.
Okay. Are you ready? I call this the Aiden surprise.
I don't like Aedirnian surprises. That's why I was in prison.
Oh, that's so weird that we never met before we got together here. Okay. Okay. I'm going to...
Thrin is still completely unsure about the plan as Maggie goes, okay. And, like, she's like, are we attacking? Are we chloroforming? Are we... She's gonna just go with the flow.
Okay. What do you think, Lindy? Knock on the door? Like it's like, oh, we're pretending that we're someone from.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah.
She's. I mean, you're more familiar with this criminal organization.
Yeah, that's true.
so-
That's true. Okay, yeah, I'm going to knock softly on the door as if I'm one of the people.
You knock softly on the door. Nothing happens. And then you hear, "Come in, but be careful." And it's definitely Contralt.
Oh my god, he's...
And we walk in.
How far away does he sound?
Not that far, and the door opens towards you, not towards
I bet
him.
he's not even facing the door.
Oh my god.
Like,
Okay.
oh, come in. Be careful. I'm busy.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we open the door and I fucking pounce.
Okay. You open the door. Here's what you've got. There's a
Okay.
room here. It's got a very large metal cage built into the sides of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, standard, like, this is a farmhouse. But somebody has also erected, like, a zoo-type giant metal cage in this room. In the metal cage is a gigantic wolf that has the proportions. I mean, basically, this is like a wolf if a wolf was polar bear sized.
Like a dire wolf.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Inside
so
the cage, at this point, kneeling down is Contralt.
Is the door to the cage open?
It is not.
Okay.
And there is a magic circle on the floor around this cage. So the circle is on the outside of the cage.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like another barrier thing?
Does it look like another barrier thing?
Thrin would
Yes.
know.
To you, probably.
Yeah.
To Thrin, no.
Oh,
Can I make a magic training to determine if this was the ritual he was casting or if this is a barrier?
Yeah.
Or... Yeah.
Let's do that.
Magic training. Let's go. 19.
Yes. Everything is like elongated, like we zoomed out the proportions, but this is the exact same ritual spell you saw before.
Okay. I'll make note of the parts I have missing in my notebook mentally. Just briefly as we walk in. Like, oh, that's a symbol.
Yeah, it's super forbidden. This is definitely a bad kind of magic.
so he's
You see
in the
no-
cage with this thing?
Yes. And by the way, this wolf is slumbering, laying on the ground.
Oh, cool.
It does not sound. It's breathing faintly and does not seem like it's like it's passed out.
Okay. So as we walk down the stairs, right?
Straight across, but still.
Great. I would like to throw knives at his back.
Okay, cool. So roll for throwing knives.
Yes.
I think that's just a small blades check.
I think it. Yeah. I have throwing knives. I call them needles.
So let's go over ambushes again here. Ambushes, you do some stuff. You made a stealth roll. That's already covered. Apparently, I still get to defend myself. That's weird. Okay,
That's
and
rude. Okay, small blades. Small blades. This is a fast strike, I guess? As if I'm playing the video game. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now as this goes on, you do get a +5 to hitting Contralt at
Oh,
this
I
point.
love that. Oh, apparently I have 2 attacks?
If you do fast, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
I throw 2.
Okay.
25 and 21.
Wow. Well, let me make a roll of some kind here. So this is him. I didn't expect to be having him dodge anytime soon, but that's cool. We can figure this out. And
I'm very stubborn.
look, he's not going to make this. Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is going to be stabbed with 2 knives.
Mm-hmm. And Thrin was ready for anything, and if she sees Maggie attacking, she'll attack too. This is, after all, very forbidden, nasty magic.
Yeah,
So-
we do have to get to the point of figuring out our combat flowchart here now, because
Oh, right.
you have made
Mhm.
good attacks, and I think they both qualify for criticals.
Oh!
If it's more than 5, yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that's critical.
Yeah.
And you have to roll to see what part of the body it hits.
There are so many things. You have made the
Although you
mistake of
didn't-
doing well in
yeah.
combat, and now you have to do so much more math.
Awesome. Awesome. How? Tell me how.
Well, give me a second here as I work on this math thing. Okay, so critical wounds, criticals and fumbles. You have reached a critical when you roll not that. And okay, critical wounds. When you beat them by 7 or more, you roll a critical wound. Okay, so on the first one,
Yep.
did you include the +5s or did you not?
I
include
included the
+5s?
+5s.
Okay, cool. So the first one you beat by 10, and the second one you beat by 9. So you have a complex critical and a simple critical.
I don't know how to help with that.
I'm not talking to Google. I don't know what that's.
Google do math
Google
for
don't know
us.
this math.
Apparently Google is not prepared to play The Witcher, and I feel that. Okay, so number 1, we're gonna have to roll some damage now at this point.
Awesome. How?
That's a very good question. That's a great
Wait,
question.
I
The
think
damage is
that's
it-
when you click your little quick weapon buttons, I think, that does
Yeah,
the
yeah.
damage for you.
Oh,
Yeah, so if you click on the which of your weapons it is, it will roll that.
What I'm doing while you guys are doing all the actual work is I'm pulling up my Witcher combat flowchart that I
Nice.
bookmarked so that we can make this hopefully easier.
nice.
But did she get any extra damage for it being criticals?
She will.
Okay,
So
cool.
we got to figure that part out here too now. Let's try this again. Wrong one.
Ah, knives.
Stabby stab.
I'm stabbing.
And you'll get to hit it twice, right? Because of 2 attacks. So you'll do another one, Lauren.
Okay.
Yep.
Yes.
As in, critical.
That's a
Let's get
critical.
And
So
you'll get to explode that 6, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Doesn't she get to explode that 6?
Okay.
I am researching and
Okay.
mildly overwhelmed at this point, so give me just a second.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I'm gonna roll again, just in
Just
case
in
it
case.
does.
Yeah, just in
This
case.
is probably all
Let's-
very reasonable.
So that's
let me
19 on
grab
the sec-
thing.
Yeah, 6 on the first and 19 on the second.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna pull up this
Plus
flowchart and put it where I can
critical
see it.
damage. Yeah.
So
Let
we
me pull up
started out,
mine.
we rolled all the stuff, everything was good. We didn't do any sort of aiming, so we're past that.
Mhm.
Okay, we got standard, we got past the defense, we got the criticals. Okay, we figured out the weapon damage, which is good. So right now, you've got 11 damage on the dice. Is that correct? Or is that plus all this other stuff?
6 was the first one, 8 was the second one, and in case
Okay.
it explodes, I rolled again. And it
Got it.
exploded again.
Yeah, so I think all that's reasonable. So you did a crazy amount of damage, which is awesome for you. I think right now that's 25 on the dice. Plus you get 8 bonus damage for the criticals. So we're at 31. That's a ton. We now have to determine the location for these attacks.
Yep.
Awesome.
So let's do that part next.
Cool.
Looking at
There's
our
a button
thing.
on the character sheet for that
Target location.
Awesome.
Your quick roll
You guys got
buttons
this
right below
covered.
the crit or fumble.
Oh, okay.
So you can roll
That's
that
the
twice.
first one,
It's the right,
Right leg.
It's half damage.
and
Um,
the torso.
torso. Yeah,
Standard
and that's on the
damage.
crit one. So nice.
That's the really big damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So our first one did 3 points of damage plus 3 points of damage. No, I'm sorry, plus 5 points of damage. So that was 8 to the
Yeah.
leg, which we're bringing down to 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the other one is
The full damage.
14 plus 5. So we've got 19 damage that
Mhm.
goes to the body. And we need to generate a complex and a simple critical.
Awesome.
Okay, so
Uh,
the simple critical. Do you have critical buttons on the sheet? I don't think there is. But
I
could
don't
be
think so. I just have the critter fumble thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got the target location. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I should keep this character sheet open all the time. So you need to roll 2d6.
Okay. Sure.
This is for the leg simple critical. I'm sorry, this is for the body simple critical.
Okay.
7. Foreign object. Yuck. So the blow has lodged a piece of clothing or armor in the wound, causing an infection. Recovery and critical healing are quartered. That is gross.
Suck
Yep.
it.
Okay, that was the simple. So some part of his gambeson or whatever shirt he is wearing has
Yeah.
gotten
Uh-huh.
stuck inside of his body in a gross way.
Yep. To the spleen.
This is officially the point at which our content warning becomes there's going to be another critical, and it's going to be probably at least that gross. So everybody be prepared for that.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm ready.
For this complex critical, go ahead and roll 2d6 again.
Okay.
broken ribs. Okay.
Ah!
So it's going to break his ribs, causing immediate pain when he bends and strains. He's taking a -2 to body and a -1 to reflex and dex. Okay.
Ooh, that
so
that lowers his
he
HP
is
if his
so
body
many
is lowered.
kinds of messed up at this point. It's
And then I
super
get
bad.
to attack.
Yeah. So you've thrown these knives.
Yeah.
One hits him in like the back of the leg.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's the point where he falls down, hits his body against the ground, breaking his ribs. As he has one hand, he's like pushing himself up. Your second rib takes him right in the shoulder blade of the opposite arm. So he's been hit now in the back as well. And I guess we're going to find out what terrible thing Thrin is about to do.
Hi, Connie.
Thrin is going to cast Bronwyn's Gust. Which, let's see if that goes off. I just have to roll a spellcasting check. Big money. Yeah, 23.
Do you ram him against the bars because
bars
he
of
takes
the cage.
additional
Yes.
damage if he hits the bars?
That would be an additional 1d6 because I looked up
We
the
rolled
ramming.
for it.
I looked up ramming damage for you. So
Good show. Thank you.
Good show.
You don't saw me
good
fumbling with that whole combat location thing.
yes,
so-
that's what
It was
I was doing this whole
awesome.
time. I was like, all right, yeah, and I'll roll the
Yeah.
target location.
Cool.
This is awesome.
Well,
I
yeah.
love this.
I don't think I have to roll location on that one.
I don't
Because-
really do you? I mean, it's kind of like a general body damage.
Yeah, it's a force push.
Okay, so he's taken a ton of damage,
Yeah.
and now we go into the post-damage phase, and I wonder if I have to roll a stun here.
The aftercare.
Dun, dun,
He did take a lot.
Subtract all the damage, damage above 0, decrease HP, decrease SP. Nothing here says stun, so I think
Okay.
I'm good. But he's obviously hurt. He doesn't have timing for any witty retorts. He just makes like kind of like a pained cry as he's
Yeah.
been pushed against these bars here. Okay.
Okay. As he's pushed against the bars, Maggie moves forward and like grabs him by like the collar as like
Well, the
through
downside
the
is you would have to
cage.
get into the cage.
Oh,
There is a cage, so there is that.
yeah.
You just throw another dagger. It's fine.
I gotta talk to
Okay,
him
well,
though. He hurt my
only got one
feelings.
thing. He's only got one thing he can do, and he's gonna have to do it because you guys are beating him up so
Yeah.
bad.
Is he gonna
Well,
run like a little?
Yeah. So was that like a
he
surprise
is.
round? Do we get to roll initiative now to see?
Let's go over this. I think technically
Yeah.
he still gets his turn. at
Okay.
this point,
Okay.
Okay.
Just had
But
to-
I will
had
read
to
the book
ask.
and try to go by it. It's fair.
Just
Okay, so
No.
initiative.
He wasn't expecting us.
Ambushes. He was not expecting you.
I brought my mage friend this
See,
time,
do
like you
stuff,
told me to.
Defend, bonus lasts. So this is technically the first round of bonus, and now it says everybody in the initiative in the area makes an initiative roll.
Cool.
So
Okay.
yes, that is true. We do initiative at this point, so let's do that.
Awesome.
Sounds fun.
Cool.
All right.
So initiative.
Ah!
Oh my.
Oh,
I did
suck it!
so bad.
Suck it!
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Well, he's at like -2, which is appropriate for when you've been so badly surprised and concussed and so forth.
Yeah.
I had a whole scene off on that road that we'll probably eventually get to. Don't worry, Lupin and Silo will have something to do today. So,
I'm enjoying this. He's getting his ass kicked, and I love it.
and you know, it's real bad at this point. He is very badly injured, and it's Maggie's turn.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maggie, you're at the doors
You
of
can
the
always
cage,
knock him
rattling
out, and we can not talk to him later. You have chloroform.
Oh, that's right. Can I? Okay, so there's a magic-y circle thing around the cage,
It's
right?
not a protection circle.
Oh,
It's true.
good. Am I safe
It's
to go
ritual.
in it?
We'll find out.
Great. Yeah. I need to try and get him. Especially while the
So you-
polar bear wolf is asleep.
Sleep.
So there's a cage, and
Uh-huh.
there's a cage door, and the cage door has a lock on it.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't let the
And it
polar
is-
bear wolf kill you.
It is closed.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
He locked himself in there with it?
Is he
Gross.
close enough to any of the bars to reach?
Yeah. I
did knock him against the bars.
Him. That's what I was talking
rammed
about.
him.
That's why I want to grab.
Yes.
Okay.
So you're gonna walk all the way around opposite where you were
Yeah.
and reach through the bars
Yeah.
to get the key.
Yeah. I'm gonna like
Just
pull
to
him
grab
close
him.
to me.
Yeah.
Connie.
don't feel like you really need to make a roll to take his keys from him,
No.
but I do feel like that's going to be your round.
Sure. Let me talk to him a little. Connie. I'm going to slap him on the
Okay.
face a little. Connie. So, that's my mage friend. Because you told me to bring a mage friend,
I
right?
recall, and I already regret it. Yes.
Yeah. So, me and you were going to have a talk, right? And I take his key. And
You have his key.
I'm going to, like, wham his face against the bars, too, just for fun.
Okay, that is mean of you. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is mean of you.
That is mean of you. Good job. Okay, yeah.
I could just hex him on my turn and have him be paranoid too, but
Yeah.
um,
So we do need to establish that there will be some sort of turn structure because he does have something he wants to do.
yeah.
which
Well,
is
I'm sure.
escape.
I
So
think-
around this time-
I think what Thrin wants to do, since she was informed that he teleported or portaled away
Uh-huh.
earlier, she wants to have a dispel ready in case he tries to do that again. She's holding.
Okay.
She's got dispel.
Can you dispel an immediate spell? How does this work? I gotta D&D this up
It can
here.
cancel
Where are we
magic with the
at?
duration and be used as a defensive action to block magic attacks with or without physical components.
So it's a duration of immediate, and
Mhm.
to me, my read would be if it's immediate,
Okay.
then it doesn't have a duration. But
Okay,
I don't know. I mean,
that's fine.
he's not holding anything open for you guys to come after him. It's definitely going to be a short-term teleport.
Yeah. Okay.
You could
Well, if that's the
hold
case,
if
then-
you wanted.
Yeah, but he's just gonna teleport away again. I that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He'd
I
really
know.
like to do that.
He would
I'm
really like to do.
sure.
It. I'm just gonna, while she's holding him, just gonna.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll kill him because it's fairly low damage. She'll just try to Bronwyn's Gust again. Just
Yeah.
boom his head into the bars. Worst case scenario, he KOs and I have to magically heal him.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll just have Contralt pass out at this point from being
Yes!
blown up against the bars yet again.
Let me just
And-
make sure I don't crit fail the.
Wendy.
Yeah, that's
casting.
fair.
I know. I just have to. I didn't.
No, it's totally
so.
fair. That's how the game is played. Okay, so he's passed out, knocked up against the bars again. Maggie's walking around to the front. She's putting the key
You
into the
might
lock.
want to get him out while the key is, while he's unconscious in the morphous. I'm just gonna take some notes real quick, and I quietly close the door behind me, and then
So,
I pull out
okay,
my
did we just say
notebook.
that Maggie and Contralt are closed into the cage, or are you closing the door to the room?
I'm closing the door to the room.
Okay, got it.
That way,
And
if what's her face walks back in, it's just the closed door that she left.
Yep.
And
And-
I'm getting
And I
Connie
pull out my
out.
notebook.
Okay, so while you guys are all doing this, we will cut away to the road so that Lupa and Scylla don't get too bored. They've been waiting there for a little while. Rosen's looped back around. Everything seemed fine over there. And in the distance, you hear snarling and wolf, like just running, not so much barking as growling. And it's not going in your direction.
Okay. It's not heading for us.
It's not. I mean, it's like you guys can see the wolf. You can just hear it. But in the distance, there is a wolf cutting across in front of you, going in the direction of the poorer part of town.
I hope you're ready to run. I'm never ready to run, but I guess we should.
Looper, as he's like, I'm never ready to run, but Looper's already like running.
Oh, yeah, Sila's just like, and then takes off after Lupa.
Well, my favorite game is Are You Faster Than a Wolf? So we're playing that yet again.
You faster than a wolf.
I know running is good for you, but my God, at what cost?
At what cost?
This is called in-game cardio.
Yeah, Mal knows exactly what I'm talking about in chat. Mal has played this game before. Okay, so we're going to make an athletics test. Unless it's physique. Is it athletics or physique or endurance? Where are we on here? I guess we have to find out skills now.
It might be endurance.
Well, all of mine are a 0, so I'll roll whatever.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so athletics is more like acrobatics, and physique is tearing stuff to pieces. I think, unless you guys see something better, we're doing an endurance roll.
Endurance, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Cool.
Mental note: everybody get some horses, and let's continue on.
9.
Valid. Okay, and I'm going to roll for Rosent, and he probably does okay on body, and he has probably run before. What?
He's probably
Okay.
run before. I
He's
sure
probably.
I hope.
Oh, he
Oh,
did bad.
buddy.
Oh,
He's wearing clothes, and he's still trying to figure out how this fancy outfit works. He did so bad.
Oh no!
Rosen's holding a spear, and the first rule of running with a spear is don't trip on your spear, but he kind of does and keeps running anyways.
Oh.
And he's fine, but he's slower than anyone expected, so he's way back behind you all.
That's fine. I don't want him to
Good.
get eaten by the wolf anyway.
So this wolf is making a straight line across in front of you. You can see it running through different farms, and it's head off in the distance. After a little time, you can like recognize some of your landmarks, like you know where Gunter Posip's little alchemist house was, and you're in that region of town, and you're running up the street just a little farther, and then suddenly you hear the sounds of someone attacking back at the wolf. There's like some like slicing sounds, like blades. It sounds like 2 or 3 people are fighting back against this wolf.
Okay. Cool. How far away am I from the wolf?
Not far at this point. I figured that's given it enough of a pause where now you get that second or two. And then in the distance, you see 3 men, 2 of which are armed with like big cutting falchion type swords, and 1 of which has an axe. And they're all like chopping down at this wolf, trying to keep it away. And then suddenly out of a tree, you see a crossbow bolt go flying towards the wolf, although it falls short.
Oh, so we're outside of the farmhouse.
Apparently you're outside of the farmhouse.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Hi.
Koopa really doesn't give a fuck, and is
It doesn't know.
had no idea. They're just going for it. And yeah, they're gonna take out their sword, and
Okay.
Can I, seeing this all happening and seeing this house, this is taken care of. Can I use my fade skill and fade into the house?
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and fade into the house? And
Fade
while
into
you're
the
doing that, Lupa, as the person closest to being a wolf at this group, I'm going to do an even odd to see if the wolf's doing better or the people are doing better.
Okay.
Do you want odds or evens?
I'm gonna go with odds.
Okay, the wolf is not doing great. So the people are holding it back and like stabbing at it and slashing at it, and the wolf is being harried by this. They're doing like a little bit of a circular formation, and they're keeping it back just a little bit. So everything's going okay for them. No people have been destroyed.
Okay. Well, I still technically have a job from the mayor to deal with these wolves, so yeah. Yeah, I think Karam's coming out. And time for stabs?
Yeah.
Let me
Yep.
be a witcher?
Time to witcher it up. Okay, let's roll to see the order in which things are happening. I'm going to roll generally for the wolves and for these people. So this is a reflex roll for initiative. Okay, the people are going at 8. Looks like you're going at 10. And then let's see, where is the wolf? I actually have a number for that. Okay, the wolf is also going at 11. Okay, so it's going wolf, Lupa, people. Oh, and we can't forget Sweet Rosent.
Sweet boy.
Rosent is going at the same time as you, but is farther back. So he's running
Okay.
up to assist you.
He
Okay, what are you
has
gonna
he
do?
has a spear.
He has a spear.
Just, let him think of the poem I wrote for him, and that'll just speed him up, and he'll be great.
Oh god. This boy. Cool.
So do you want to go ahead and go first for Lupa, and then we'll go Rosent?
Yep. That will be I think this is going to be a strong strike. 21.
Okay, so you're totally hitting the wolf. If it can't make a defense roll, it may make a defense. Boom, boom. Okay, all right. I was about to roll that in Twitch chat, but I stopped myself. And boom. Okay, you beat it, but you didn't critical on it.
Oof. Only a 12 damage.
Only
Only 12.
12 damage on. Okay, well, after 4 dice, yeah, some of those dice are not good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got that. We did 12 damage. The wolf did not like that. It's probably been damaged a little bit, but I think they're mostly holding it back, not really doing a lot of damage to the wolf.
Yeah.
And
I'm just
yeah.
I'm doing damage to it and also providing another point of like focus for it.
okay, do you want to go ahead and roll a hit location on that?
Yeah. Hit location. Torso.
Okay, so standard damage, you slash across the wolf's torso. Everything's continuing like this. Rosent will try to be all brave and get in a real strike here.
Oh boy, go.
Believe in him.
Yeah. Okay, so he's got a 17, and we're going to roll against that for the wolf. And the wolf did super bad.
That's our
I guess I
boy.
have to- Yeah. Wow.
Oh, he gets a
What is
crit.
that?
Is he gonna kill another wolf?
I don't understand.
Oh my god.
I don't understand.
Okay, well, wait. So the wolf fumbled, but it fumbled
Yeah.
critically. I think we just stopped there, right? I don't have to roll any more dice.
No.
It just rolled bad.
Yeah.
So
Just rolled. It rolled. It's a 2. It's got 2.
look, Rosen knows how you actually play this game. You wait until the Witcher does some damage, and then you run in and kill steal.
Yep. Yep.
That's why no one likes Rosen.
I love Rosen.
Okay, I take it back then.
I don't.
Okay, so he's going to get a complex critical wound here. So he does some damage, which I got to figure out. Anybody know spear damage off the top of their head?
Oh, I got
I
the
think we
open.
didn't we say it was 1d8?
I think it's more than that.
Is it more than that?
Spears,
My
spears,
knives are
spears.
only 1d6. Well, those are my
Yeah,
throwing
but-
knives.
Not
3d6.
3d6.
I was gonna
Oh,
pole arms
wow.
deal pretty because the sword's like 46 depending on what sword you
Oh,
have.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, so he did a
Nice.
fair amount of damage, which is being increased now. So yes, this is going to be Rosen doing a kill steal again, probably.
You're right, because he did a shit ton of damage when he killed that wolf. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and let's see what kind of critical that he delivered.
He's gonna be
It's
like
6.
Rosent the Wolf Slayer.
Yep.
Yeah, get
I mean,
this
honestly,
boy
he's gonna take
reputation.
this
Get
thing
him
all the way
his
to the
job
bank.
back.
Yeah, we're getting that
Yeah.
job back. He's getting a promotion.
So he
Just-
pokes the wolf in
Just
the
so he
ribs
doesn't
and-
have to travel with us.
Wink.
Okay,
Make him
well,
a hero.
you had 3 people holding off this wolf. Lupa ran up and slashed it ferociously, and then Rosen basically just followed in right behind you and just like did a poke with the spear that hit right below the ribs. And the wolf just makes a pained howl and falls down. Yeah, I'm sorry, Katie. It's just how the game is played. Rosent is the kill stealer.
I love it so much.
And he looks very excitedly to Lupa, and Lupa's expression is,
But the first time they were like, "That's a fluke." The second time they were a little more like, "Okay." They not quite like not impressed, but like approving.
okay. I think that's all the affirmation that Rosen could possibly need in this fight, so that's great. And he just like pulls the spear back, and the other 3 people are all looking at you very...
Now we know why he's guarding the mayor's house.
That's right. Yeah, so these other 3 people are now looking at you very suspiciously, Lupa, and this is probably the point at which we make a reaction to you looking like a wolf.
Oh,
Oh,
fun.
God.
Oh shit! They have to do that int check, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh
well,
no.
this will be a
It's
great
an
distraction
it's
for
an
us to get what's
education
his face out of the house.
Stop. Stop
So
that.
let me
Get out of my
have
head.
three criminals make a
Oh god.
education check.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What do they have to beat, Kiana?
Something real high.
It's 18
Oh.
or 19.
Yeah, it's at 18 or 19. Oh no.
So they all turn towards you.
Yup.
They all have very like these are like the starting weapons for your MMO. They've all got the crappy broadsword or the crappy falchion and the axe. And they're looking at you, and they start approaching now.
Yeah, cool.
And you guys used your initiative to hit the wolf.
God damn it.
So Thrin and Maggie, that's my name, are taking Connie out of here during this.
Yeah,
I'm inside the
let's-
house too.
Oh
I
hey!
think
Oh
it was- yeah. That was a really good fade roll, so I don't think anyone has noticed you were there at all. Does Maggie...
I'm just copying the
I
magic
should give
circle.
Maggie and Thrin a chance to actually make an awareness roll, just in case.
As we're
Yeah,
moving out.
You two
Here,
are like the ones
combat
who might get a
outside?
chance here. Probably. Yeah, you'd probably get a
Yeah.
combat outside.
14.
Okay.
Okay. Let me do this. 18.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Violet
No,
is
yeah.
a shadow.
Can I just watch them for a moment? Just be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Honestly, yeah. I mean, no one can stop you. You're unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
I just want to
No.
sneak up behind Maggie and just yank on her braid.
That the one you want to sneak up on?
Yeah,
Okay.
just yank on her braid.
Ow. Fuck.
Hi.
Hey. Hey.
What the fuck? What the
Hey.
fuck have you two done?
Look, got him.
He is real messed up.
But alive.
Yeah, but alive.
Alright, so very nasty forbidden magic. I'm going to have to examine this more later. Just,
There's a wolf outside.
oh dear. Did you bring Rosant? He was very good with the last one.
I know, I watched it. We should
I
probably
still
go.
don't believe that. So
We should probably go.
Right.
Their men are fighting it.
The perfect distraction then, let's leave.
God, how fortuitous for us.
Yeah, and I assume by this point, Friends may managed to complete the missing gaps from the acid splash in her notebook about this ritual circle.
Yeah, that's fair to me. That sounds good.
And then she's gonna scuff it with the heel of her boot to break it.
Okay.
After people are out of the cage is re-locked.
Can Scylla poke her head outside? See, I guess probably in the interim, like Lupa's starting to fight, or they're starting to fight Lupa, and just go, oh no, we have a new problem.
There is a new problem, yes.
Oh no, is Lupa out there when they're fighting? They're a bunch of idiots, probably.
Yep.
One of them's
bunch-
definitely very paranoid right now.
Yep. They're okay, so I can try. I don't think I can calm this down.
We can fight them or we can flee. Fight or flee.
I like
I-
flee.
How are you all going to flee with the body? Well, are we just going to leave Lupa here alone to fight them?
Who's Lupa fight? Is Lupa fighting the wolves?
They're fighting Lupa. No,
Only
the
one
wolf
person
said.
needs to carry the body.
You're the
Who's-
strongest, friend.
You're right.
So we know
All right.
this was a long aside to what's going on. So
Yeah.
let's talk about Lupa and Rosant versus
I got
three
sight of the
nameless
sound.
criminals.
At
That's
least
right.
they're criminals.
The good news is your friends are debating what's going to happen, and they have absolute confidence you're going to beat these guys. So that's really good. So they are going to advance on you. They
Cool.
do think they're going to get some sort of twofer here for whatever reason. And when you are being ganged up upon, you're taking a -1 to your penalty for each assailant beyond the first. So your
Okay.
defenses are -2 right now.
Cool.
Okay, so here is person 1 making a basic sword attack because they're basic. All right. Okay, so they've got a 17, and you need to defend against that, -2.
Okay, I need to find that. I don't.
Okay, that's totally cool. So we're looking at actions. You're gonna do a defense.
Think you can dodge or block?
Yeah. That
Yeah,
sounds right.
dodge, escape? Question mark? Or block with a sword. I think. Question mark.
Mm-hmm. Those are your
Yeah,
two
yeah,
options.
I'm looking for just making sure there's nothing here that says what your defenses are or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it just says you can do a defense.
Yeah.
Character
Dodge is
sheet.
usually preferred over block because then your sword doesn't take damage.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, you're gonna have the problem of your sword getting hurt if you block.
Cool. I can do dodge.
It's your choice. It really just comes down to that.
Yeah, I will do
where's it?
dodge then. -2. I'm gonna use a reroll if I can.
Yeah, of course you can.
Do it.
Let's try that again. 17.
Okay. So I mean, we're gonna say meter beat, right? So that's a valid defense. So we've got 2 more people attacking you.
Okay.
All right. Oh no! Why am I rolling
Oh.
so good?
Hans.
Look, I don't have any rerolls or anything. It's just how it goes. Yeah.
2. Critical.
Yes.
Oh,
26.
Yes.
Witcher doing Witcher things.
At some point, everyone expected to see the Witcher fighting at least 3 people, right?
Oh yeah.
This was bound to happen.
We needed
This
it.
is
That-
bound to happen.
we're doing this
Really
for
cinematic.
Kiana.
yeah.
Number 3. Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, so person
18.
1. You're doing okay. You're doing great. So person 1, they swing down with your sword. For a second, they looked really committed, and they locked eyes with you. And like you can see, they were not as confident as they should be for this strike to really commit. So what does Lupa do as this is coming down towards them?
Probably just this one is a sidestep.
Quick sidestep, and then person 2 comes in with like a really broad stroke that you can see coming with their sword.
Yep. Gonna bend backwards to avoid that
Okay.
one.
Nice. And then number 3 is the guy with the axe. So he comes straight down over the top like this.
Yeah. And probably just sidestep again, but this time the sword is now being flourished out and just.
Okay. You made them look
Ready.
real bad. They all looked real dumb. None of them hit a Witcher. And maybe at this point they should have thought about it, but it's too late. It's now Lupa's turn.
Yeah. I should note that Lupa's trying not to kill these
That's
people.
totally fair. Yeah.
But they definitely wants to either intimidate the shit out of them out of this combat or to just like do enough damage to get the point across.
Yep.
So I think they are going to do a fast strike with their sword. Oh god. Second attack with a fumble.
Okay.
So that's a 11 on that
Oh.
second one.
And now if you roll a fumble, you gotta do something bad now. So we'll deal with that in a second.
Yep. But that first one's a 20, so
Yep. Okay. So your fumble outcome there ended up being an 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Whoa. Does that make sense? I think you're fine on the fumble because you only rolled a 5 on the fumble die, so you don't have any sort of major fumbling happening there. I'm trying to read how this works. They do it differently, it looks like.
Yeah. I think I just fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just fuck up.
Because fumbles can still be successes if it beats, certain things. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you had gotten down to like a 0 or something like that, it would have been
Mhm.
bad, but I think you're fine. So
Yeah,
with that,
it's
you're
11.
still doing great, and we're going to just roll defenses. So are these on the same person?
Yeah, probably I think the first one is on the axe person. And the second I think they're on 2 different people. Just
Okay.
trying
so
to get
axe person.
Yeah, axe person's the first one because they're right
Yep.
there.
Got it. Okay, you're going to hit them and do a simple critical. Roll number 2 for person number 2, who is one of the sword people. That one's going to be a successful defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so axe person, now we go through the table of stuff to do. We've got to figure out your damage, and then we've got to do a hit location.
Cool. So that's 16 damage.
Oh wow.
Wow, that is a damage, yeah. And now we need a
Yeah.
hit location.
Please don't die. That's a limb.
Nice.
So it's only it's half damage anyways.
Okay, yeah, and now you have to roll a simple critical.
Okay. How to do again? Just roll a d6.
That's a good question. This is 2d6, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that is so perfect. You have cut this person's arm very badly, and they have sprained it. They're holding a 2-handed sword. They're not going to be able to do anything with it without a -2.
Cool.
So they are badly injured for this fight.
Cool.
We made it through that part. Okay. Rosent yells, "Stand down, I'm a guard!" And he jabs the spear at another one, and he's going to take a spear attack.
Down, I'm a guard.
Oh my god!
I don't
That
know,
is
that's
so.
like
That
stop
is
or
no.
move.
That
I
is
know.
so.
I know.
Rosent.
I love him so much.
You guys were allowed to have fun.
He's a
It's
good boy.
And he successfully stabbed somebody without a critical.
Yay!
Sweet boy.
This boy.
As long as he attacks directly after Lupa, he always lands a strike. And now I need a hit location. It's a D10. Okay, and he is stabbing somebody in the torso. So, wow.
Nice.
Okay, so he stabbed. So I'm going to say all three of these people have been attacked at, even though only two of them got hit. I guess Axe Guy got hit and Sword Guy number 1 got hit. Sword Guy number 2 is fine. So with that, they're all just kind of like backing up a little bit space-wise and holding their various wounds and so forth. The one who's uninjured with the sword says, "Get the hell out of here."
To me?
Yeah, to you and Rosen, just in general. Get the hell out of here. Come on.
Wow.
Scat.
Yeah. Lupa
Excuse
did not
me. I've been
budge.
hired.
They
by
are
the
they
mayor?
are super like they get a lot of shit for what they are, but being told to shoo like this is not. So they don't move. They don't
yeah.
they don't go to attack or to they just stand there.
Why don't you make an intimidation roll with a +2 for being Lupa?
Cool. That is a hit. I'm just trying to find it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. +2. It's only a 15.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay. I might. Hey, no, didn't do good. Okay. They're all backing up now at this point. Back towards the farmhouse. They don't know that anybody's behind them, but they're all backing towards the farmhouse while keeping you in sight.
Good, they're not looking at the farmhouse this week.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they're not going to look
As
at the
we
farmhouse.
weekend at Bernie's this.
Yeah. The one with the axe is dragging his axe with one hand on the ground. The one that Rosen poked in the gut is holding his hand over his wound. And the third one is walking and trying to look confident, but it's clearly not there. The shoulders are sagging. The eye contact is wavering as they go back towards the house.
And as they get to a certain distance, Lupa will just say, "Get out of here."
I mean, they're doing it.
You get out of here.
and then after
That's
what,
Maggie from behind the criminals.
yeah, and then Lupa will look over to Belgians and just kind of look back down to the wolf, and back up to Belgian. Not
You have to
bad.
carry it.
No, I think we'll be fine.
Okay.
Do I spot any friends coming out of this farmhouse?
You guys
We
are
are-
literally standing behind them all right
We
now.
are on the other side.
Okay,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
so I'm just chilling.
We're trying to not be seen because we don't.
Okay.
You know,
Rosen
we don't
says
know.
to Lupa, did you see where Silo went?
I'm assuming she snuck off somewhere.
Okay.
She does that.
Sure. What should we do now?
Well, let's just wait here for a moment.
Okay.
Keep an
I really
eye
don't think
out.
I can. Yeah, I don't think I can arrest those guys for anything really.
No. But, if anyone asks, it was all self-defense.
Oh yeah. You didn't get hurt, did you?
Lupa will just just gesture out to us.
Yeah. Rosen's just like, I don't know why we're talking about this because I didn't see them come anywhere near you. So
Yeah.
okay.
So considerate, though.
And we'll I think Luper's plan is to wait here for like 5-10 minutes to make sure that the bandits, mercenary dudes are like not gonna come back out.
all
And
walk
kind
into
of
the
see like
farmhouse?
to see if Scylla pops her head out. Cause they're just like, I'm not gonna go looking. I don't know where the fuck she went.
I really have this image of the three of them like carrying a long rolled up carpet, like running off in the distance, but I don't think it's quite that well planned out. So
I mean, if there was a carpet there.
I think Scylla just wants to find out where they're taking his body, where they plan on taking him, and then she's going to pop out.
Well, there's a lovely cave in the woods we could go to.
Do we want to bring him back? Didn't you say that place was powerful, that rock?
It was. I imagine he's been there before, though.
Well, if we
He's
just
used to
brought
it.
him back to the Lily.
How are we going
We
to bring him
can't
back
keep
to town?
we can't keep him in town. What if we keep him in the clearing in front of the
Yes,
of
let's
the
go
cave?
there. Let's go
Okay.
into the woods. You tell Lupa.
I'll get Lupa there.
And
we'll-
and if Rosen's there, you can just say we caught the rogue sorcerer who has been dealing with all the evil magic stuff.
I
Doing
will.
the wolf thing. We got him.
Yeah.
Can you two
Mhm.
get there on your own?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you two head out
We'll
that
meet
way.
you there.
Yes. Well, me
Take
and
your
Lupa
time
will be there.
explaining it so we get the head start.
Yes, of course.
I'll lift him up because I'm the strongest
Yep.
person
Yep.
here.
I love the image of Thren with his body on her shoulder. Firemen carrying him and just hoofing it with Maggie behind.
Like, again, with like the really nice dress.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
And
she'll
the
just kind of put her
heel.
hands on the bars of the cage as they're leaving. Like, don't worry, we'll try to fix it, whatever it is, and head out.
I hold Thrin's train of her dress as we go.
So I don't trip while
Yep.
I'm carrying him.
Yep.
So we go into the woods. Perfect. And we
Yeah.
like we just book it into the woods. Just
Yeah, and Scylla will give them like a pretty good like 5 minutes start, and then she'll like go to the tree line and then whistle for Lupa and Rosa and be like, "Over here. Sorry, I didn't want to get involved in that. I'm not exactly a fighter."
Yeah, Luper probably knows that they've established whistles and signals and all that stuff.
sure.
The problem is taken care of. I'm glad to see you're all right, both of you. See you took care of that wolf. Good job. The rogue sorcerer has been captured by Thren and Maggie. We're going to go to the forest to take care of it. Just Lupa and I, Rosant. We're going to be fine.
Okay, yeah.
It's just something I think we need to take care of as a group. We were hired as a group, to take care of this problem. So,
Sure, yeah.
You can update the mayor about the wolf in town.
there won't be any more tonight.
Probably got it cleaned up.
I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that. I'll go
also
tell him
that there's a horrible group of bandits in his town that he should probably be on the lookout for.
Yeah, I think I recognized at least one of those guys. Okay, it's the middle of the night now. I don't know if I want to wake the mayor for that. Do you think I should wake the mayor for that?
Well, maybe go talk to the people who would normally help with this stuff. Just
But-
Go
so
talk to the guards that are on duty. That's a good idea.
make sure people aren't alarmed about the wolf in the middle of the streets.
Yes.
Would
Yeah, I
want
mean,
to
at least
cause
this one's
panic.
farther out from town, so okay.
We'll head out and you take care of that, and if at the latest we'll reconvene in the morning.
Okay.
Have a great evening. And she's just gonna take Lupa's arm and start heading toward the path toward the forest. And just be like,
Lupa walks very unnaturally with Scylla.
yeah, oh, of course. Yeah. She's just taking them by the arm and just pulling them along and going, "Oh, this has been a very long night. I don't know how this is going to go from here, but good luck. Glad you took care of that wolf. Sorry for disappearing.
Fine. You know what? Would you believe me if I said that Rose did the final blow again?
You know, once is luck, twice is a coincidence.
Well, hopefully I won't be needing a third time to confirm it.
He's turning out to be quite a surprise. I quite like having him around.
Lupa doesn't say anything, but like they don't have like the disapproving aura.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she just pulls them along with her. Not too fast, but not too slow.
I think the funny thing is that Lupa's like stride is longer than Sila's, so they're like trying to shorten their stride, but also walk fast enough to keep up with Sila. So it's this very awkward, like
it's very weird two people. Like a very weird. They don't match their strides at all.
no.
Okay, so we're going to go out on two things here. So let's talk about where Thrin and Maggie are with Contralt.
Yes. We're heading towards that clearing outside of the wolf's den.
So we're there.
Mhm.
So are you going to go into the cave with him, or what's the plan?
I don't think so. I think... Do you have any rope on you?
Yes.
Alright, we need to tie him up and gag him so he can't cast spells.
Right.
In case
Smart.
he wakes up.
I'm gonna
Is he
hog
tied
tie
to a
him.
tree, or what's the plan there?
Hog tying him.
Okay. Hog tied in the middle of the forest.
Mhm.
Okay. That's good.
Side of
That'll
a
be the
wolf's
next
den.
piece of art someone does.
I'm like sitting on
Is
him.
us two just like... Is it a
Mhm.
square knot? Or is it... You'd notice Thrin's actually pretty good with some sailing knots. She helps.
Yup.
So
That
the
points the
earth
same.
outside of that little cave the wolves have been coming out of, it's much more disturbed now than it was before. It just looked like lots of claw marks have ripped through it over time. Yeah. So there's nothing else really to talk about there other than Contralt being hogtied and unconscious. It's nearing 1 o'clock in the morning. And as they walk through the forest, let's talk about Sila and Lupa as they attempt to make an awareness roll. This game is all awareness rolls as previously advertised.
Oh no.
I will also take a monster training roll, or a witcher training roll rather, from Lupa if you'd prefer.
They're the same. So but I'll do a monster train then. Just in case.
I think it's calling a witcher training.
19.
So, ooh, it's okay. So you're walking along, and you're going through the grass, and you're like cutting through this part of the forest, and there's a lot of dew and moisture at first, but Lupa being Lupa, between the excellent sense of smell and the experience of lifetimes, as you're walking through, the grass is wetter than usual. It's not at the point where you really hit that dew point in the evening, and you realize also that you're treading through little puddles. Sila, you've realized this at about the same time. But Lupa, the grass is starting to clot and like hold together stickily in a way that you're not comfortable with, and you can smell iron on the air.
Do I know what the fuck this is?
Well, of course, because as soon as you smell iron on the air and you feel the grass being a little bit clotty, clumpy, you realize that it's entirely spattered with blood. There is a broad trail of blood leading off in the grass here.
Okay.
Do I look down and realize what it is?
Yes, and it's all over. Now, is Sila wearing a long dress? How is Sila dressed?
Sila wears trousers. She wears like
Right.
drop crotch
I
trousers
think I'm
and,
the
and
only
heeled.
one in a dress.
Yeah, she wears heeled
Yes.
boots and drop crotch trousers.
Okay, cool. And what color are these boots? Are we like a black leather?
She's wearing black or brown leather boots.
Okay, well, the downside is they're getting that like claret coloring to them, so your boots are getting ruined gently.
Lupa,
Stay back.
don't have to tell me twice.
There is a bloody, like someone took a large paintbrush and just wrote across, like painted across the ground here.
What the fuck is this?
You walk a couple of more paces and there is a tree where a body is slumped against the base of it. It's a normal human villager, a man who is leaned up against the tree's base. There is blood that's around the corners of his mouth, but his chest is opened up, and there is a large cavity here where his heart was that has just been ripped open and the heart pulled out. And this body is now slumped against the tree, which is where we will end.
Oh God! Hans is gonna make me fight, isn't he? It's like his whole thing. I've run away from every single fucking fight.
I blame Contralt for this.
What are you going to
I
fight?
think he was getting a material.
Yeah, but there's gonna be something that did that to that body, Hans.
I mean, how would that even make sense? That would never happen in a video game.
That would never happen.
God.
Well, we should do outros. We should start with the man called Hans. Hello, Hans.
Hi, I'm Hans. I'm going to be on Scrytic's channel on Wednesday doing a Eberron game. That's at, I think, 10 p.m. Nope, 9:30 p.m. EST. And then I'll be back here. I have a game that you can look at my Twitch page and see for. It is a kitchen contest, competitive cooking game. So if you want to play a role-playing game with your friends and beat them, that's the game to play.
Awesome. KT?
I'm Katie. You can find me all over the internet at KatieFace. You can also find me on Off the Table, off_the_table on Twitch and their Twitter. I play on games there through the week. Tuesdays at Last Me Off will see. Every other Wednesday playing Godsend. Every other Thursdays either playing Good Society or Liminal. Every other Fridays playing either Tales from Thersha or Hark with Lauren. Love that game already. We just had our premiere and it was great. It's a Cypher System game. You can find me on Tuesdays on Other Doc's channel in the afternoon playing a Las Vegas. I believe that's the name of it. I think it's called Las Vegas. Yeah. It's a tarot game and it's very, very fun. I loved the first session. It was really cool. But yeah, that is what I am doing. You can also find me on your podcatchers, playing Cape Lorelei. It's an actual play Urban Shadows podcast. I play a werewolf, and those come out on Mondays. So tomorrow, if not, probably on Tuesday, whenever they get released, that happens. And yeah, this was really fun. I can't wait for more. I want to know what's happening so much. I'm so nervous and stressed out now.
Lindy, my partner in crime.
I can't believe that worked.
All you have to do is not plan. You see?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
see?
true. It's like Call of Cthulhu all over again. It's
Yep.
fine. It's great. That was so much fun. A little nerve-wracking. I just imagine, I can't, the mental image of Thrin with a body slung over her shoulder of this like adult man and Maggie behind holding the train of her dress as they trump through the woods is just kills me. It kills me. And the actual art that was drawn also kills me. That was hilarious. You can find me online at LaughLoveLindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I play and DM a lot of tabletop RPGs. You can find me on my channel, LaughLoveLindy, on Mondays and Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays once a month, but Mondays and Tuesdays weekly. Encounter Roleplay Thursdays and Tuesdays, and then a lot of my stuff's kind of on hiatus, so check out a really cool podcast that I'm on. It's only about 20 to 30 minutes an episode called Tales from a Hollow World. It's very dramatic.
Awesome. Well, it's
Your
us,
personal
Kiana.
stuff?
Yeah, that.
channel.
I'm just very chill right now. I'm feeling good. I'm that salty ginger over on Twitter. You can find me here on the weekends and over on Off the Table and the Scryticus Academy. That's it.
Yeah. And I'm Kiana. Y'all find me over on Twitter at KianaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing when I'm all over the internet doing social roleplay things, streaming, writing, shouting to the void. Channel things. First off, later on today, we have our premiere of our Ross Rifle 2-shots called United in a Common Cause. Super excited to be doing that at 5 p.m. Eastern. So come back here for more good tabletop stuff with friends of the channel, including the actual designers of Lost Rifles. So that'd be super cool. Canadian World War One, powered by the Apocalypse game. What else? We have a YouTube. So if you ever miss an episode or you want to catch up on them, we have them up on a YouTube channel, which is updated usually every Tuesday and Thursday with the latest vlogs of that week. We also have a Redbubble for our merch. If you like our merch, if you like Pretzel, if you like complex love polyhedrals, go and check it out over there. We have been told that the clothes are very comfy, which is good, and that the notebooks are super cute. They're so cute. So you can help support us over there. Another shout out to our sponsors, Roll20 and our Talsorian Games. Roll20 is a virtual tabletop of choice. We are part of their Spotlight program. You can check out the hashtag Roll20 Spotlight on Twitter to see what other cool shows they are sponsoring. And our Talsorian helps us do our giveaway every week and are the creators of the system. So give them some love over on Twitter. My brain is just blanked. Thank you everyone who has followed today and who has subscribed. You help us keep us going because we pay for everything out of pocket. And you get some real cute emotes in return.
Cute.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I think that's it. We will be back next week. We'll be back later at 5 p.m. today for a new show. But hope you all take care of yourself. Stay safe, stay healthy, all that fun stuff.
And stab your cousin. Wait, bye everyone.
Stab you.
Bye.